He's like, I got the best idea ever. We're doing a gift today till Christmas. Before I open the gift, though, he tells me, whatever it is you're getting, you have to use by the end of the day.
Cute.
And I was like, I love that. That sounds really fun. So I open up the first one, and it's like a nip, like they're like little, like, you know how you...
Nipple clamps?
Yes, you know how you jump your car, and it's like a... It's like that for that nipple. That, and it goes around your neck.
In one...
Correct.
So neck clamp.
Yes, I meant to bring it, actually. Neck clamp. And he's like, since you love your boobs, like, I really think you'll love this. And I'm like, oh. I was like, whoa. So then I opened last night's.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Mean Girl Pod.
Hi, everybody.
Hi, Alex.
Hi, Jordan. I hope you're having a great day so far.
No, I'm a little cranky because you two were hating on my music before we started.
You have, like, and I don't mean this mean.
Just say it.
I don't know how it could be nice, though. But you have abnormally bad music taste.
Okay, you're not the first person to ever tell me that. And I would agree. I like what I like. And no one else likes it. But to my defense, I will never be someone who's like, give me the aux.
Well, except in Nashville when you were like, I've got the song that you should play out loud. And I was like, okay. And it was some Harry Styles song. And you, like, amped it up. That was the thing. You did this to me in Miami, too. You recommended some album by some chick.
That's a Barrett's
and
album.
I literally was so depressed on the airplane, I downloaded it.
It's a Barrett's album.
I downloaded the whole entire album because you were like, it's so good. And so that was when I was like, wait, you have bad music taste. But I was like, that's not fair to judge her off of one. Then in Nashville, you ambushed me again. And you're like, I know the song. And it's like that hungover in the hotel room, like we're in our robes hanging out, drinking coffee. Mm-hmm. And you gave me the world's worst recommendation of a song.
Love of My Life by Harry Styles is a great song.
It just wasn't the mood.
See, the thing with me, I like any song that will make me want to cry or hate myself.
Okay, well, then don't give me your songs.
Yeah, it's a little iffy. How was Nashville?
It was... Well, you know what we did do?
What?
Which is ironic because this podcast is presented by them. We took and gave everyone in the NASCAR stratosphere Pink Whitney Shots because it doesn't matter what city we're in.
Nope.
Or what event we're at. Nope. We're taking Pink Whitney Shots. And remember those people at the Wednesday night event bought us some, which was really nice.
Yes. And the best thing about Nashville is when they give you a shot, it's like 3 shots in one. So we got a lot of Pink Whitney.
That's like the best and worst thing about Nashville.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pink Whitney, you should go buy the shooters and put them in all of your family's stockings. Like, I feel like there's such a good gift to give.
Yeah.
Or whenever you're home for the holidays, or right now just in December in general, go to the bar, buy you and all of your friends Pink Whitney Shots because 'tis the season.
Tis the season. Tis the season to shoot your shot.
Yes, and everybody, oh my gosh. We were doing Shoot Your Shot on Friday. Were you reading some of those?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I thought they were really sweet. Like, I feel like a lot of people are going through life changes right now, and I'm really proud of all of our listeners because people were like, I quit my job because I want to get a new job or I ended a relationship, and I'm like, Shoot Your Shot has so many different meanings, but I'm really proud of everybody because they're really leveling up.
There's something in the air right now where a lot of things are shifting, so I feel like that's just happening to all of us.
Like our first fight was a shift. That was a new thing that we haven't done before.
Are we going to talk about that?
Yeah. We will tell the tale.
Alex and I, after a year. Has it been our 1 year yet?
No, we're very close.
Our
damn shame.
No, you're right. Yeah, our 1 year was in January.
30th.
Sweet.
We couldn't even get there. We made it 10 months.
That's pretty good, though.
Really good.
Yeah, we had like our first fight.
So here's what happened. And I knew this was going to happen because you had a stomach ache.
Yes.
At the day of the NASCAR awards.
Yeah.
And we sat down and they had little mini charcuteries.
Yeah, which means I hadn't eaten that day.
That's where I caught on that this was going to be a problem because you weren't eating yours.
Yeah.
And I was like, why aren't you eating yours? And you're like, I haven't eaten all day. Like, my stomach hurts.
Yeah, like every time I took a bite, I wanted to throw up in my mouth.
Yeah, you wasn't settling.
No.
And it was like crackers. Like, it was settling food, but that didn't even sound good.
No.
Then you said, you know what sounds good? And I said, what? And she said, spaghetti.
What?
And I was like, okay, noted. Spaghetti sounds good.
To be clear, I think I was like, I was like so like animated about it. I was like, spaghetti just sounds so good. It's the only thing I could eat right now.
bread, spaghetti, like that's what I want. And I was like, okay, cool. Like we could probably find that somewhere. But we weren't sure. So the award ceremony ends, and afterwards Luke Bryan is performing.
No, Dirk Bentley.
So sorry, Dirk Bentley. And so there was like a little 45-minute to an hour span in between, and it was like, okay, let's run, go eat, and change shoes.
Yeah. Because we didn't know if there was going to be food the rest of the night.
That was the big question mark. We were getting conflicting answers. So it was like, we got to eat.
And my brain was telling me, Jordan, you eat now or forever hold your peace.
So we get to the hotel, and I'm like, okay, let's go in the restaurant, let's order, and let's take turns going upstairs to our room. Typically, you and I would be like, done. Like, that's efficient. That's the best thing to do. Because that's the way we get back to Dirk's faster, is if we sit down and order, and we take turns going upstairs to get our shoes. Like, we do this shit all the time.
Yep.
And she's like, that's absurd. Why are you rushing? And I'm like, well, because I like Dirk Bentley. And we just left the NASCAR party.
And we had to get back to the NASCAR party.
Yeah, because we're in town for the NASCAR party. Jordan's like, why? I don't understand why you're going so fast. And I was like,
What? Why?
okay. Then we run into some friends. She hasn't eaten all day. Like, and so I'm laughing. Like, I even tweeted in the middle of this, like, Holly, this is absurd.
Yeah.
So we run into some friends that we had met. And I'm going over there and we're talking to them. And Jordan's like, I'm going to change shoes. And I'm like, okay. So Jordan goes upstairs to change shoes. I sit down at the bar and I look at the menu. And it's very fancy and I can't really read any of it. So I asked the girl, I'm like, can you go over everything on this menu just really quickly with me? Give it to me in layman's terms. I don't want cheese. And if there's spaghetti on here, ideally I'll have that. She tells me everything on the menu and she's like, and our spaghetti's phenomenal. And I'm like, fuck, that's perfect. You have bread and spaghetti. Well, I'll order that. Mm-hmm. I didn't even get anything because I can't even eat
Because Jordan wants spaghetti.
Jordan had told me she wanted spaghetti.
Okay.
So she comes back down. That's the one item she wanted. She comes back down from changing her shoes. And I'm like, I got us 2 glasses of wine and I ordered for you. She's like, you couldn't have waited on me? And I was like, well, we're trying to hurry. And she's like, I can order for myself. And I'm like, but get this, I got you spaghetti. She goes to the waiter and says, can you cancel whatever she put in for me? And I'm like, are you joking? I'm like,
And I also had an issue with the wine.
Yeah, she's like, I don't want wine. And I was like, okay, all right. At this point, I will drink both of our wines. And so
Wait.
I'm like,
Those are 2 of the things that you like. But also Jordan doesn't like when people order for her.
we were hurrying and she had requested 1 item of food.
The best part's coming up, though.
And you ordered her favorite drink.
I got Sauvignon Blanc and spaghetti and bread.
Just wait. It gets worse.
So she's like, cancel whatever she did for me. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, fuck. Okay. So then I'm like, well, you look at the menu. I can't have anything on it because it's all dairy. I'm going to go change my shoes and I'll come back down and whatever you order will be perfect. I go up to change my shoes and I come back down. I'm like, what'd you get? Spaghetti. And I'm like, and then she sips her wine and I'm like, how's the wine? She's like, fine. I'm like, do you think you're being a little mean to me about this? She's like, I'm over it. And then she starts eating and she goes, with every bite, I'm feeling worse and worse.
About being mean to you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I was like, uh-huh.
And I had 2 glasses of wine. And
Wait,
finished
what was
all
your
the spaghetti.
problem?
Okay.
Starving.
I don't have a lot wrong with me, but there is one thing that's wrong with me. When I get hangry, I turn into the biggest bitch alive. And it's like this monster, Satan's spawn comes out to play, and I can't control it. It's like the devil appears, and there's lights on, nobody's home, Jordan's gone, the devil's here, and she's about to attack you.
You were like telling me like it was my fault.
I know, I was gaslighting queen.
And it took me getting in the elevator by myself to be like, no. Like everything you were doing was like out of niceness. And when I got back, I was like, are you fucking kidding me?
And she was eating what you ordered. That's so
And then she was like, I'm over it. And I was like, oh, you're over it. Like,
but with every bite, it was like Jordan was coming back. And I felt so bad by the end. And I kept apologizing.
but I told you, I'm like, I don't give a shit if you could just say so. Like, I was like, I literally could care less. It was so funny, though, because I knew.
Yeah.
I was like, when she starts to eat this, and with every bite, she came back.
Being hangry has hurt a lot of things in my life.
Well, I've seen you hangry, like, at work.
Yeah.
But you've had a couple meals.
Yeah.
I think you had an egg.
No.
day.
I think I had like 3 bites of food. I had berries.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
And this was like 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Like, you had nothing.
I had nothing. I felt like crap. I also just was like, I don't know. My mom's listening. She's going to be like, yeah, been there, done that. Every guy that I've ever dated is like, yep, been there, done that. She's a bitch.
Then you told me that I was lucky to have experienced it because you do it to the ones you love.
Yeah, I do. Because I felt comfortable around you.
And I was like, oh, yay.
I know.
Me.
You think I would learn by now to always keep a granola bar in my purse, but I haven't.
But I don't think you would. I don't think a granola bar was going to sound good that day.
No.
Nothing sounded good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I get hangry that often. It's like once a week.
Quick pause for an ad. I'm just kidding. It's just me blowing my nose. Quick pause for a word from No Days Wasted because it's the holiday season and there's nothing more important than having no days wasted right now, especially because you're hanging out with family and friends. Holiday drinking season is officially here, and there are Christmas parties left, right, and center. We know all about that. No Days Wasted is here to get you through the holiday feeling your best after boozing. As we've learned, the DHM detox is the best thing ever because there's the misconception. We think when we wake up feeling hungover, it's because we're dehydrated, but it's not. It's because of the toxins. So the DHM detox is the ultimate vitamin for when you drink. It's perfect for holiday parties, stocking stuffers, and Christmas gifts. It's the best. Like, I had one in my back pocket this morning from probably the last time I wore these pants, but it's just a little packet. You open up the top and there's 2 capsules in it. You pop it in your mouth, swallow, you're done. DHM Detox is a risk-free purchase, so if you don't love it, they'll refund you on your first 10-pack box. That's unbelievable.
Wow.
And you will love it because we use it all the time. So give it a shot. It's a no-brainer. Check out their recovery bundles with DHM Detox and their hydration replenisher for the ultimate recovery experience. It really is the best. Like, you will wake up the next day and you won't have that brain fog. You'll feel totally fine.
Someone sent us a video on Mean Girl Instagram of the girl taking one at the bar, and she loved it because it's just like a little pill, and she just like popped in her mouth, and she's like, I'm not gonna waste today, and it was the cutest thing ever.
That's adorable.
I know. I was like, I love this.
Like, thank you. That's so cute. We've got you 25% off your order. Just head over to nodayswasted.co/meangirl and use promo code meangirl at checkout. That's nodayswasted.co/meangirl for 25% off your order.
But Alex, besides that, how was the rest of your weekend?
The rest of my weekend was great. Graham's doing this thing.
Yeah, I saw. I want to hear about it.
So I think he caught on, because I'll tweet and sometimes talk about it on the podcast, how he doesn't do gifts. Mm-hmm. So when we were gone in Nashville, he texted me and he's like, I got the best idea ever. We're doing a gift a day till Christmas. And I was like, oh, I don't have a gift a day for you. Like, I'm struggling to find the one gift because this year we're actually doing gifts.
Yeah.
And he's like, okay, well, we're going to do one a day. So, and he's like, don't worry about you getting me one. So I get home and I open up the first gift. Before I open the gift, though, he tells me, whatever it is you're getting, you have to use by the end of the day. Mm-hmm. And I was like, okay, that's fine. And he uses the example of if I give you a tea kit, you have to drink the tea before you go to bed.
Cute.
And I was like, I love that. That sounds really fun. You know, maybe I'll get like an eye mask or something.
Yeah.
So I open up the first one, and it's like a they're like little, like, you know how you...
Nipple clamps?
Yes, you know how you jump your car and it's like it's like that for the nipple.
That's what it was? I thought it was a bra.
I know. I don't think anybody could see what it was.
No, I couldn't.
It's that, and it goes around your neck.
In one...
Correct.
So neck clamp.
Yes, I meant to bring it, actually. Neck clamp. And he's like, since you love your boobs, like, I really think you'll love this. And I'm like, oh. I was like, whoa. So then I opened last night's.
Yeah. Wait. Did you use it? Did you by the end of the day use the nipple clamp?
So I was exhausted, but I did like I love a rule. So I did like put it on. I did put it on.
Thoughts?
Did you like how it felt?
I didn't mind it. I was like, I would love this. Like, I was like, oh, this is something I would love. And he's like, ideally, you're more turned on when you're using it. And I'm like, I don't even like this.
Yeah, you're just cooking eggs.
I was just standing in the living room with like jeans on and like this like fucking thing. And I was like, this isn't that bad.
He comes home one day, you're like on the couch with it on. You're like, what's up? I'm just watching Yellowstone. Texting.
I have a question about that. Like, it's just, like, it's not doing anything. It's not moving. It's just sitting there.
But I'm so sensitive there that like.
Just it being, like, but. Just no movement, like. Well, I guess if you're moving your neck, it moves, right?
Yeah, it like. Here's the thing: if I do this, like, I'm like, oh, like like it's the weirdest thing. Like, my boobs are so sensitive.
I should have just like wrapped around you after I was meeting you, and like, hi, Alex.
And I was like, it's fine. Like, I don't know what it is. Like, that's just like the most sensitive part of me. So it goes around your neck, and then it just chains and it clamps, and like
okay.
if I was turned on, I think I would be obsessed with it, but I loved it even just standing there.
Yeah.
Like, I know that's crazy. So then I go over to the tree yesterday, and I'm like, which one of these is not sexual? And he's like, well, there's not really one. And I was like, Graham. So then I open it up, and it's like full-blown lingerie yesterday, but like very revealing lingerie. And I'm like, are these presents for me, or are these presents for you? And he's like, I haven't thought about it that way. And I'm like,
They never do.
yeah, I'm like, are you kidding? Really?
You're like, I wanted like some eye patches, some like lip gloss, and here's some lingerie nipple tassels.
Yeah, but it'd be fun if you actually follow the rule and do it every day.
It would be fun. It would be fun.
Yeah.
You know what?
Wait, what was the second gift? I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
Okay, so it's this white. It's actually beautiful.
Do you have a picture?
No.
Okay.
Damn, I should have brought these.
That's okay.
It's pretty white, like lacy. It's a bra, but it doesn't cover. Like it just covers the bottom with like roses, and then the underwear is like thick underwear, and I'm sure we've all seen this. But the bottom is just like you don't have. You know when you're wearing underwear, you have to move it to the side to like penetrate.
Yeah.
This has like two, and it's open.
Crotchless.
Correct. That's the word. It's crotchless.
What I love.
I was like, this is really pretty. But it was like beautifully done at the same
Tastefully
time.
done.
Yeah, it was tasteful, yet there was crotchless.
Yeah, I love a tasteful crotchless
You opened that this
panty.
morning or last night?
Last night.
And you didn't use that either?
I put it on.
Okay.
I did model it. But I'm fucking tired.
And also, to be fair, you're like Loki sick, so.
yeah, I'm kind of like hacking up a lung a little bit.
Maybe
know,
tonight you
apart.
do it like all three. The new one, the lingerie, and the nipple tassels all in one.
I actually could do the nipple tassels with this because the boobs are out.
That'd be fun.
And I think it's so cute. Like, I can imagine him online ordering me this stuff. And I love the idea of a gift a day. I think that's fun.
Yeah.
I love that I don't feel like I have to give him one back.
It's like an advent calendar.
Oh my gosh.
Sexy advent calendar.
It is like a sexy advent calendar.
What I love. Well, that's actually a good idea.
Yeah. And I wonder what the other ones are. Like, I'm sure they're all, I don't think they're all clothes.
Well, it'd be a good idea is if you took an advent calendar and you took Polaroid nudes of yourself and you like put the Polaroid nude in each of the days of the week. So like when they opened it, they would get like a new Polaroid nude of you.
Jordan,
I just thought of that.
that was beautiful.
That should be the gift.
That is a really good idea. I have a Polaroid camera, but now I'm going to do it.
Mike
so.
would
I'm just kidding.
love that.
No, I think we should both
Should we do it together?
Yes.
I'll
Okay.
take the pics.
Okay.
And you don't have to do like 25 days of Christmas. You could do 12
Like a
days
week.
of Christmas.
12 days of Christmas.
12 days of Christmas. 12
No.
days of nudes.
No, seriously.
12 days of nudes.
No.
Mike Graham, you did not hear this because it's your Christmas gift.
Wait, that's lovely. It's got chills.
That's genius.
I'm really good with gifts, guys.
Jordan,
That's
that's a really good idea.
I just thought of it. I'll eat the chocolate out of the advent calendar for you
Yeah.
guys, and then you can put the
little Polaroids
the
in.
Polaroids in it.
Wait, so how are we doing it? We're taking the photos and we're putting them on a what?
In an advent calendar.
You know things you open every day of the week. And
Oh,
you
you
get chocolate.
open them. So they're labeled and you open them and then the photo's in there.
Yeah, you like roll the photo up and put it in there. So when they open it, they pull it out and they have it.
So we're doing the 12 days of nudes?
Yeah, 12 days of nudes.
I'm not even kidding you. Yes. Yes. But does it have to be Polaroid?
No,
Well,
it
I
can be
think
anything.
Polaroids are kind of special because they're tangible and there's only one.
And they're
gotta
like
order
they have like a vintage filter over it.
And then that's like, which the vintage filter's nice for the body.
Yeah.
So I got to order, you have a Polaroid?
I actually have one, and the Polaroids are small. They're this big.
And so you just need to buy an advent calendar, take all the chocolate out, and then
I
you
think
need
I
like a
just need
12 days
film
of
for
Christmas
it.
one.
I have film, I think.
All right, I'm going to Amazon a Polaroid and an advent calendar.
Yeah, make sure you get 12 days though, not 25. If you have 25, that's fine. They
Oh
have
my
the other
God,
12
this
days
is
of
such a
chocolate.
lovely idea.
This is like we're going to win Christmas. Like we're going to win Christmas.
Wait, this might be the best Christmas gift a guy or a girl, or no, a girl can get their boyfriend or husband.
Yes.
Imagine if you give
I was going to say there's no reverse from the guy, but
gave that to you. I would be like,
A dick pic
dude.
every day.
oh god, it would be the same. That's why it's not fair for guys and girls because their dick pic would be the same, but we could change our lingerie.
yeah.
Imagine if
Pick
they
a day keeps the doctor away.
what if they put a little Santa hat on top of it?
On their balls.
No. The balls were the reindeer and the tip was the Santa hat. No, immediately no. No.
No.
Rudolph.
No.
But the only way, I guess, I was thinking, because that's what I was thinking too, is like, how can the guys do it back? But he's doing it back, I guess.
Yeah.
You give the gift.
Well, and by the time that this episode comes out, it will be the 12th of December.
Okay,
So
everyone
ladies-
today, they have to go on Amazon and order it.
Yeah, you guys have a lot of work to do today.
I think I could rifle through these
Or
outfits.
you could just take it on your phone and get them printed at Walgreens in 1 hour.
Would you feel awkward though printing nudes at Walgreens knowing the person was grabbing them?
No.
But when I picked it up, I'd be like
Like what you
that was
see?
for free.
Like what you see, baby girl?
Yeah.
You know the best part about taking nudes on a Polaroid would be though there would be no receipts. Those aren't in a
It's just
cyber.
one. I think that's the special thing about it. It's only one. You can't, if you lose it, like, that's it.
And they're not in cyber.
And
they're
it's
not in
for
a cloud.
you.
That's why we love Polaroids.
No cloud.
Yeah. Wait,
Do your nudes on a Polaroid.
Yeah.
Genius.
Wow, this is a very, very, very good idea.
Yeah, I'm glad that you guys like it.
Maybe you should do it too.
I don't have anyone to send it to, Alana.
Well,
Well, we can find somebody, I'm sure, if we need to do.
know.
And a
one
pen.
lucky listener. Like, comment, subscribe.
That should have been our Cyber Monday thing.
Oh my
If you buy $2,000 worth of merch, one lucky person will get an advent calendar of nudes of all of us.
Jordan's
Oh, I think
sexy advent
I think we
calendar.
should have definitely. That's a miss on our part. We should have done that for everybody that spent over $2,000.
Send nudes.
Yeah, then you find out how much you're worth. Sell your nudes. Know your worth. How much would you pay for our nudes? People are like $5 max.
Get a boob pic. Get a vagina shot.
The vagina shot would be worth the most.
Oh, I would see if I don't want to see a vagina.
I don't want to see a vagina or a dick pic. I want to see a silhouette of a pretty body.
Yeah, same. Like with lingerie on it.
Yes, I think that's the most like pristine version.
Like this morning, so I have so we all have these underwears that we wear depending on what the occasion is. Like for me, I have like the underwear where I will not be talking to a guy that day. We have the underwear where we're like, I want to be comfortable, but if I meet a guy out and we go home together, I'll look cute still. And then we have like the sexy underwear. We're like, we know we're seeing a guy. I have the sexy underwear on right now, and I put it on this morning. I haven't worn it in so long, and I was like,
What made you?
who is she? It was the only clean underwear I had. It's laundry day. Or is it?
So or is it? So I used to have underwears for occasions, and now I don't wear underwear.
Mm-hmm.
But what I think is the most beautiful is like, because I think underwear like accentuate your body.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Like I would like to get back into that, but I find them really uncomfortable.
No, I'm very uncomfortable right now, but when I looked in the mirror this morning, I was literally like, oh, hot damn. You need to be seen tonight, baby girl.
Oh,
I love that.
Jordan.
Oh.
Wait, you want to know something funny about that? I have a lingerie set, and sometimes I wear the bra just because I like the way the bra like looks. And Mike's like, "Oh, I love that bra." He never says about the panties. The only panties he makes a comment about is from a pack of granny panties that my friends gave me when I was in the hospital when I broke my leg.
And he likes them?
They are like cotton bikini, like granny panties. Not granny. They're just, I guess, what do you call them? Like bikini.
Does he like them or is he commenting? 'Cause
He always comments on them if I walk around in them. He's like, I love when you wear those underwear.
Maybe it
I'm
like
like,
accentuates
what?
your
I
ass
think
or
that's it,
something.
but they're so non-revealing. Yeah, I'll send you a picture. They're they're like sky blue, have a seam, and like they're not cheeky.
Yeah.
They cover probably like 80% of my butt. It's so weird.
Does the bottom part of your butt hang out though, where you can see the crease?
I do think they make my butt look good.
I think guys love that little part where the butt hits the leg, that like crease.
the crease.
I think they're like obsessed with that.
Uh-huh.
But you know what's funny?
What?
The Calvin Klein underwear and the bra set, I feel like was so like hot and sexy, and it's not revealing at all.
I don't
guess
like
they're kind
stuff
of
like
that. Maybe that's why they're hot, because they're like, I'm just
Well, you know why?
I'm just in my state.
Because guys don't like underwear. They're always like, just take it off. But I feel like when you have like that underwear on, they're like, that's my girl.
Yes,
Aw.
and you're not trying to be hot.
You're not trying
but
to
you're
be
just
hot.
like so fucking cute in them. I think
Yeah.
if they can see the crease, like I think
Yeah.
that's like a game over situation.
Like a lace thong, they're like, that's like reminds them of like the hookup days. Like, but now it's like the cotton panties. Like, that's my girl.
and like she got a hot body.
Yeah.
I do think guys love though. Actually, I don't know if this is true.
We never do.
I'm actually not sure because I'm a girl, but I think guys like the act of taking off the underwear. Like, I would imagine if you were hooking up with a girl and she took her pants off and had no underwear on, you'd be like, damn, I don't get to like do the act of removing the underwear. I would think you prefer the removal because it meant like mischief.
Well, one time I asked a guy, because I was like, do you like the underwear I'm wearing? And he's like, I don't care what you have on because I'm going to be taking it off immediately. He's like, so don't waste the money on these cute pairs of underwear, because he's like, I just want you naked. And I was like, fair.
Huh.
I respect.
Yeah, yeah.
I respect.
I get that. I do think too, another thing, the bralettes that are lingerie, like with a button down over it, like slightly unbuttoned. I've been into that lately.
Oh yeah, I don't wear a bra at all. I always have like a Skims bralette on. They're like the only thing that like pops my boob up, but also in a comfortable way. So like I've gotten to the point where like my boobs, it's like I don't really care if I don't like my top doesn't look sexy. I just care if my bottom looks sexy. Because I just like.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay. I meant wearing the lingerie top.
Oh yeah.
The button down.
Ooh.
I think that's cool.
Or with like a button down sweater.
Yes,
Ooh.
like a little like open. I think is cool.
I love that.
Yeah.
Can I ask you guys a question?
Okay, before you ask that question, let's talk about Every Plate, because everyone wants to save cash this time of year, and everyone wants to make meal prepping easier. So we're going to talk about Every Plate, which is America's best value meal prep kit that helps you do just that. Every Plate is 25% cheaper than grocery shopping, which means you can put that money towards gifts for your friends, family, or, yourself. Also, you could give the gift of Every Plate. I think all of these ads that we have are like such unique gifts because it's
Great Christmas gifts.
Yeah, it's something you wouldn't really typically buy, and then you can just give it to everyone. Every Plate recipe features high-quality produce and ingredients delivered right to your front door and ready to eat in 6 simple steps. Oh my gosh, that makes cooking so easy. Choose between 25 weekly recipes for their ever-changing menu and swap proteins and sides to your liking. That's great because we would be getting 2 totally different meals. Totally customizable. Cozy up to the new seasonal dishes featuring the highest quality ingredients like Tuscan mushroom penne and broccoli. Ooh, and cheddar mac and cheese, perfect for a cold winter night. I'm sorry. That's right up your alley.
Sounds amazing.
Sounds incredible. Get started with Every Plate for just $1.49 per meal on your first box by going to everyplate.com/podcast and entering code MEAN149. That's MEAN149 at everyplate.com.
So I have a question for you guys because I don't know if I'm in the right or wrong.
Oh, love. Immediately, I don't know.
So I've told a few people this story and I've gotten some mixed reviews. I also have tended to decide how I'm narrating the story based off of the person I'm talking to.
You're tailoring it.
Yes.
That's why Jordan told me a story, and she literally said the classic "my friend," and I went through the whole day thinking it was her friend. And then at the end of the day, we were together. She told you the story, and then she looked at me and was like, "I lied earlier. It was me."
Oh wait, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, you wouldn't.
Yeah, you wouldn't because you weren't there the first time. Wow.
Sometimes I talk about things too much. I know
No,
you
it's
guys think I was
fair.
crazy.
Asking for a friend.
Yes, asking for a friend, but I was the friend.
She was. It was like a classic. Like, well, my friend did something.
Let me tell you about the scenario of this crazy person.
Yeah, like I said, I just don't want to sometimes sound crazy. But this story, it has to do with communicating with a man.
Okay.
So, and I need your guys' I'm going to tell you guys the story honestly. And I need your guys' honest opinion to see if I was in the wrong, he was in the wrong, what the whole situation is. So, where do I begin? So, on Saturday morning, I woke up and I was very tired. I didn't get a lot of sleep, so I was like sleeping throughout the day. And I was talking to this guy, and he was like, "Hey, are you going to come out later today? Like, to hang out with us?" And I was like, "Absolutely no. I'm exhausted. I need to sleep." We were talking a little bit, and then later on in the day, he was like telling me what he was doing, and I was like, "Well, if you have an early night, you know where to find me. Like, you're welcome to come over, spend the night, the whole shebang. My roommate's gone." And he was like, "Yeah, that sounds great. I'll keep you posted." And meanwhile, like during this, I was like, "But no pressure at all. If you want to hang out with the guys, like stay with the guys. No rush. I'm just chilling." Like I was playing like the cool girl role, which I should not have done. And as the day was going on, I kept playing that role of like, "I hope you're having fun. Remember, like, no rush. I hope like if you just want to hang out with the guys, it's fine." And then 9 o'clock rolled around. And also, to be fair, his side of the text were very, like, apparent, like, he was coming over. He was like,
Okay.
yeah, he was like, "I'm excited to see you tonight. If I come over, can I watch football?" Like,
Funny.
like, very clear that he was coming over.
Okay.
And then 9 o'clock rolled around, and I was just like, all right, we're about to play some hardball, because I was getting a little angry. But my texting didn't show that. So I texted him and I was like, "Hi, what time do you think you're going to come over?" And he was like, "Well, I'm still with the guys." And I was like, "Okay, yeah, no rush at all. If you want to just stay with them, that's totally fine. I'm going to be going to bed soon." And a little bit, like an hour later, rolled around and I was like, all right, good night. Talk to you later. Bye. And he's like, wait, what? He's like, I want to come over still. And I was like, I'm going to bed. And he was like, but I want to like come over and hang out with you. And I was like, well, if you wanted to, you would.
Wait.
Wait, what time was that?
It's like an hour later.
So what, 10?
Yeah, but granted, to be fair, like I was exhausted and I had to get up really early the next day. And he knew that. And he also had to get up early the next day. And he texted me back and was like, Jordan, like, you can't tell me it's fine and, like, have fun with the boys and you don't mind, and all of a sudden you mind. And I was like, yeah, I was definitely in the wrong. I apologize. But I am going to bed. And then I didn't text him, and then got a little but I'm like, am I in the wrong or is he the wrong?
You! Immediately you're in the wrong. What? I was like waiting for something where I could be like, okay, point for her. Did you want him to come over?
Yes.
Why were you pretending like you didn't?
Because, Alex, the thing that, and this is why I wanted to bring this story up, is like, I'm so sick and tired of just like not saying what's on my mind.
Then why didn't you say what's on your mind?
No, I will now because the next day I felt bad. I felt really bad the next day. Like I was like, shit, I was in the wrong. Like I went to bed that night and I was like, he's right. Like if I really want him to I did really want him to come over. I should have just been like, hey, I really want you to come over. Like come over now or forever hold your peace. But I hope you do come over type of thing versus like, it's fine. No rush. Hang out with the boys. I don't want you to ditch them for me. I hope you're having fun.
You need like if you're gonna go if you're gonna go to someone's, if someone invites you over, like here's the thing, it wasn't like you guys had plans.
Correct.
At 9 p.m. and he canceled.
Yeah.
You were giving him the cold shoulder. You were loosely inviting him over when he had plans.
Yeah.
And so it's like he needs more from you besides like if you're having fun, go have fun.
Yeah.
Like not a big deal. But if you want him to come over, he needs you to be like, I miss you. I want you to come over. I want to cuddle. Yeah. And then he'd be like, I guarantee you he'd be like, I am on my way.
Yeah. I know I need to do that. I have a very hard time expressing how I feel towards people.
Because, like, you went to bed probably mad or sad that night?
Yeah. I wasn't mad at him. I was just, like, bummed out that I didn't get to see him.
But that was because of you.
Yeah. I was the problem.
You were the problem.
Yeah. He also had people at his apartment, so it's a little bit harder to, like, tell people to go home.
He was hosting? Yeah, that you should have known he wasn't going to come.
Sorry. Did I not mention that part?
He was hosting?
He wasn't hosting. He had, like, his guys over.
Yeah, but it's hard to kick people out.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. Well, also, here's the thing with guys, too. I think texting them, like, sorry to the male species, are, when it comes to communicating, like, they can't read a mind even remotely.
Oh, I know.
You could be like, yes, and they would take it as maybe. Like, you have to be so explicit and then get ready for them to be pretty explicit back. But, like, you almost have to be so black and white with them or, like, they're not going to, they just don't get it.
No, I was literally watching, you know the new show Wednesday on Netflix?
Yeah.
There was this one scene where the girl was, like, alluding to wanting this guy to ask her out. And he was just, like, he, like, wasn't catching on. And she was like, are you dumb? I literally want you to ask me out on a date. And he was like, wait, really? And I was like, that's the male population in a nutshell.
We would have so much better. It's actually funny because, like, society's a little bit flipped. We give men all the power to ask us on dates, but we actually have the brain that should be asking them on dates because we're way more decisive and we communicate better.
Yeah.
But yet the guys are the ones that do it and they're like, what's up? And you're like, no, ask me to dinner. Like, I want to go to, like, I'm giving you every sign, like, I'm here.
I know, and that it was a big wake-up call for me because I realized I need to be a lot more straightforward because I don't know why it's so hard to, I don't even want to call it, like, being vulnerable, but just being, like, up front. Like, if you, like, I feel like I never practice what I preach. All day I'm like, just text them if you want to hang out with them. Just schedule a date if you want to hang out with them. And then I sit here and I'm like, but they never texted me first. It's like, ugh.
Well, two things. You say if he wanted to, he would. If you wanted to, you would.
I know.
But the other one is to, like, okay, let's go, like, one layer deeper. Why were you afraid to be like, I want you to come over and cuddle with me? Were you afraid of him saying no? Were you afraid of the rejection aspect, or what was it?
No, I think I was afraid of coming on too strong. I always, that's like a really big fear of mine, is I never want to be the person who's coming on more strong than the other person because I have a fear of rejection. So if I'm out with a person who's like 1 foot out the door, I feel good.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So you don't want to be too vulnerable, for lack of a better term, and then
Yeah.
him reject you.
Yeah, like
that would have hurt.
With every relationship I've been in the past like 3 years, it's always I'm always 1 foot out. They're always like full in, and I'm like, I'm just gonna hang out with like 1 foot out the door in case I want to jump. It's horrible. It's like it's something I need to work on, but for some reason, I like self-sabotage.
And you don't feel like you can jump as easily if both of your feet are in there because the door's closed.
Exactly.
So you got to keep it out. Okay, you know what? That's totally fair. But look, it did end up making you sad. So I guess next time, be like, I want you to come cuddle with me. And I guarantee you, this is the thing too. I think if you say it, if you're like, because if you were the one out, you'd want him to be explicit with you.
Yes.
You'd want him to be like, I want to cuddle with you.
Yes.
Come over, I want to see you. So I think he probably just needed that, and I guarantee you, if you do that 9.8 times out of 10, he'll come.
Yeah. But like, why is that? Like, why do we feel like with your guys' relationships, do you ever feel bad complaining or talking about your problems? Like, I just feel like, or being vulnerable, like for some reason I have such a hard time like getting to that part because I don't want to be looked at as like the girl who complains all the time or has problems all the time or who has like too many feelings. Like, do you ever feel like that, or does that just go away over time?
So I used to really feel like that, and I would go around doing a PR stunt for everything. I'd be like, somebody would be like, how are you? And I'd be like, excellent, so good, everything is great at home. I would be like a robot. I'd be like, everything is perfect, let me tell you why. None of it, there's always a problem somewhere in life, but I wasn't ever saying it because I felt like maybe it's like how I was raised. I don't know, but I just felt like if I had a problem and I told somebody, you know how people use that against you sometimes?
Yes.
Yeah.
Like they take your problem to stand on it to make them feel taller.
Yes.
That happened to me a couple times, like in high school, I think, maybe early on in college. I'd be like, oh, like I'm just down right now. And people would be like, oh, she's just down. Darn.
They're going through it.
Yeah, like, oh, she's really just not in a good spot. And then, like, I never felt like they were lifting me up. They were pushing me further down. So then I just decided if I just told everybody it was all good, then nobody could do that to me and I would just take care of myself. But now the older I get, the more I'm like, let me just be honest about this. And I think, one, I surround myself with people who don't use things against me. Like, because that's not a real friend, right? And you learn really quickly if somebody does that. But two, like, the more open and honest I am about things, I feel like I don't care how you spin it. Because
Yeah.
I know the truth. And, like, I know that I'm just working through it.
Yeah, I also think, too, like, hearing you say that, I actually do know why I'm not vulnerable. Because it's like every time I've been vulnerable in a relationship, when you get your heart broken, it hurts way worse than when you're not vulnerable and you get hurt. You're like, well, I never, like, reach that depth with them, so it's easier to walk away. So it's like, I know if I'm vulnerable and I, like, open that part of me up, it's like, okay, now if that person hurts you, you're fucked. Versus, like, if you don't, if you, like, hold back and you just, like, don't get to that depth, if they hurt you, it's, like, a 50% hurt because you can get over it faster.
Because you protected yourself.
Yeah.
But if you protect yourself, you're not giving yourself the best shot at success.
Exactly.
But if you tear it all open, it hurts a lot worse, but at least you know you tried. Both options in that scenario, I would say, are extremely scary.
Yeah. Also, who wants to date the perfect person? Like, we want to date people with problems and, like, depth and complexity. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because we're not going to be perfect either. And being
Yeah.
honest about that, I feel like if you're not honest about that, it's constant Band-Aids and little problems. But if the more honest you are about that, the better shot you have at longevity. It hurts worse probably at the front,
Yeah.
but you last longer. And it's just like communicating with people
It's hard.
is so hard. But have you ever had a friend do that where if you go through something really bad, they put you down to make them feel better?
Yes, I've had like romantic partners and friendships do that.
They like prey on it. They're like, oh, she's got a problem. I'll just stand on that. I'll feel bigger.
Yes. Oh my god, I feel like it's a big Midwest Southern thing too. That I haven't felt that in New York, but in Minnesota, yes. It's like people thrive off of other people's pain because everyone's secretly miserable.
And then you feel worse about having pain.
Yeah.
Because you know if you share it, people will be like, oh.
They use it as ammo. And they hold it against you.
Anything you say or do will be used against you in the court of law.
Literally.
I feel like I am so aware of that subconsciously, like I really mostly only talk about things in the past.
Yes.
That have like happened and that I felt and that are over with. that I could conclude like, oh, that's how I felt about that. Like I rarely will talk about things that I'm feeling like right now, like this week, because I don't want someone to like, because tomorrow I could be over it.
That's
and
why
I don't want
changed my
someone
story.
to like define me by something I'm feeling today that could be like fleeting, because like my feelings change about things so often. So like I feel like I'll talk about past relationships or past like feelings I've had way more than like what I'm going through right now, because I'm like, oh, like that I did officially feel that way and that did officially happen, but like I'm over it now,
Because you don't want people to hold it
because I don't
against
want
you.
people to hold like and like define me right now by it. Does that make sense? You know what I mean?
Yes. No, that's literally why I changed my story that you brought up, because I was like, I don't want them to think like the person I'm talking to I don't like, because like tomorrow I could feel completely different.
Yeah.
Okay,
Exactly. 'Cause
yeah.
it's like fleeting. It's like, well, I don't know if that's like true tomorrow.
Yeah.
So I don't want to say it now and have them like keep it in like a checklist.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and I think too, if you feel through something out loud with somebody, I've done this with you before, and I'm like, here's something I'm going to do for the first time. I'm going to tell you everything that's happening before I've done the resolution of it. And it's like, you feel like if you show somebody the full process of how you go through something, that's like the most vulnerable state of you.
Yeah.
But it's like, why be afraid of that? Because it's who we are. But I really am, like, I do agree, I live so afraid of that, of being like, because I haven't solved it yet and I have no idea what will happen.
I think it comes from, like, it stems from being afraid someone's going to hold it against you. Because it's like, let's say I'm dating somebody and I'm like telling you all the shitty things that they do to me. And then you ask your friends for advice. You're like, should I stay with him? And they're like, no, he treats you like shit. But you're like, you were only, like, that's why I don't want to tell you all the bad, like, that I needed to talk to, because you're holding it against me now.
And if somebody holds something against me, like 3 weeks later, they make like some passive aggressive comment, I'm like, the audacity.
Literally.
Like, let it go. Like, I was so vulnerable to tell you that. How could you ever? It wasn't yours to hold.
Exactly.
It was mine to hold. And I showed you a little part of it, but I wasn't giving it to you. So it kind of like my problem belongs to me.
Yeah. I know
Maybe
that.
that's wrong.
I don't know why people feel the need to hold on to other people's problems for them. Like, if you're telling me everything going on in your life and you just want to keep living your life, I have no right to hold anything that you've told me, because those aren't my problems to hold. Like, I'm just an ear. I'm not someone who needs to, like, keep you in check.
Yeah, like, you can know, but you don't get to step over.
Exactly.
Yeah, and I feel like that's a very important boundary for a friend, but it's also a really good way to garner trust.
Yeah.
Because when you know somebody won't do it to you, then you're like, I can tell them more.
Yeah, and I know a lot of friends are like, but you have to keep your friends in check. And it's like, no. Like, you need to be there for them, be a shoulder for them to cry on. But like, we all know at the end of the day, it doesn't matter how many times a friend tells you something. The only person who can change your mind is yourself.
And the older we get, the less like we're looking for, I think, like exterior advice.
Yeah.
I feel like we're pretty much are like, okay, I'm grown now and I've probably got it worked out, but I do want somebody to tell.
Yeah, like if I date a shitty person, I don't care how many times you tell me they're shitty. The only person who's going to break up with them and make that decision is me.
Absolutely. And I can say it till I'm blue in the face, but there's also going to be a period too where if I expect you to listen to me, like, that's never going to work out, because I keep saying, it's like I'm exerting energy trying to tell you, and then I'm getting mad that you're not listening. And it's like, that's a really bad cycle, because you don't have to listen to me.
Yeah, no, I completely agree. Communication, man. It's hard.
Okay, before we move on, let's talk about Proper Wild.
Yay!
What did we take in the airport? Okay, so we went full send in Nashville.
Yeah.
And we came back on a Friday, which meant we still had the weekend ahead of us. So what did we take at the airport?
Proper Wild, and then let me tell you, it did me good that night.
You were wide awake, right?
Yeah, I had to go out that night. I stayed up till 9 a.m.
Well, there we go. I also went out that night, and it was the best because it was non-jittery energy.
Yes.
Proper Wild is a clean all day, and it really is truly all day, energy shot designed to boost your energy, focus, productivity without the jitters or crash. And let me tell you what, this is like, could not be more accurate. No preservatives, no artificial sweeteners, no horrible chemicals, just natural tasting energy shot with clean ingredients that actually work. We are obsessed with it. Go to properwild.com/barstool to try Proper Wild 30% off today. That's properwild.com/barstool to try Proper Wild for 30% off today. Also, this would make an incredible stocking stuffer, and you should stock up for the holiday season because it really does give you the energy.
And you can bring them through TSA because they're under 3 ounces.
I didn't even think about that. You're so right.
Listener question?
Yeah, listener question. I'm excited for this one because it hits home real hard.
Okay.
I feel like I wrote it. I didn't write it.
Okay, this week's listener question presented by Vagisil.
Vagisil is woman-owned and women-led. With 50 years of expertise, Vagisil continues to be an innovator, creating top-rated products for women's personal care. As part of their rigorous safety practices, everything Vagisil is also gynecologist and dermatologist tested. Go to Vagisil.com/meangirl and sign up to save $2 on any Vagisil product.
A guy wrote in. It's from a guy, which I like. He said, how do I balance watching sports as a huge sports fan with a girlfriend who doesn't like sports at all? I'm assuming they live together. He didn't mention, but I'm going to assume.
My worst nightmare.
I did used to have this problem. I forgot about it.
I never have, but I do now.
Guys love sports more than I think we can imagine. Like, there's nothing I think that you can chalk up that the female species likes as much as guys love sports.
No,
like,
you can't.
There's nothing.
I've tried for years.
There's not one thing that we possibly could love. Like makeup, it's not it.
That you watch on TV.
That is a certain day of the week and is has a season attached to it, and you are so obsessed with the outcome of it to the tune that it can completely ruin your day.
Yes.
I don't have anything that can do that for me.
No. And it's hard because, like, it's one of the few, like, it's something that I think girls feel hurt by because they're like, how can a guy choose a sport over me? But it's like, we have to realize this sport's on, like, one day a week for a few hours. They can get you any day of the week.
That's not true.
No, but no, I'm saying.
It's on all week.
That's true.
All Sunday, Thursday, Saturday,
That's true.
Sunday,
Monday night.
Monday.
I am that girl. Like, I'm not on his side because on Sunday I went to a football game and then I had to watch 2 hours of football after that football game and I wanted to slice my neck.
No, I'm struggling with this.
Because what did Mike do to you?
Mike is a literal freak when it comes to football. Like, I don't have a Sunday with him. Like, it's so frustrating.
Have you ever?
During football season, no, 0%. Like,
Even when you started dating?
0%.
Okay, that makes you feel fine.
Yeah, I
like
like that.
even to the point where my friend was having people over to watch football, and I'm like, oh, we're gonna order a bunch of Chinese food, like 15 people are going, beers, whatever. No, I'm gonna stay home and watch it by myself. I went to this football watching party alone. Like, there's no, like, Sundays don't exist with him.
Oh, I'm sorry. Would you like to be on the podcast?
Who?
Biz.
Biz!
I thought we were Pod Room 1.
Oh, did you?
You want on?
Do you want to answer a listener question?
Why are guys so obsessed with sports?
Oh, yeah.
That's a fucking great question. I don't know.
We're trying to figure it out right
There's a
now.
way for me to make money, but
Would you choose sports
I
over the
respect
girl
that.
you're dating?
Yeah. Are you guys actually recording?
Yeah, we
Yes.
are. And we're talking about their boyfriends picking watching football over hanging out with their girlfriends.
Oh, I think it's just an excuse to not hang
Do you want
out
to talk
with
in the
ladies.
mic?
It's an excuse to not hang out with the ladies.
That's my, yeah.
What about
Oh.
watching it with her and making her watch it with you? She's miserable.
I just think that they probably don't want to keep explaining the rules.
They don't want to keep. That was gonna be.
Why would you want to not? Why would you choose a sport over hanging out with your girlfriend though?
Here's the thing. I think guys want to be watching sports with
I think
guys.
it's all about balance, and they can't play sports in the mornings and rarely in the afternoon unless it's the weekend. So it's all about balance.
Balance.
Love you guys.
We love you. This episode featuring Biz.
Nice little cameo. No face, no visuals though.
But he's there.
It's hard though because he makes a good point about the rules, but like I'm that girl where I'll watch sports with you, but I put a laptop or my phone in front of my face and I'm not going to say a peep.
Well, no. This is the thing. I think guys. I do think that it's nice when guys watch sports with the girls.
Yeah.
Because they truly want to be watching it with somebody that understands it and can respond to them. So we're kind of a burden at a football game because we're like, I don't know which player was that. And he's like, how do you not know? Like, this is my life. And so it's like, that's nice when they bring you along. Like, I feel like they think that they're bonding, like they're bringing us into their world. But
I do love going.
it's really a fun atmosphere. But
It's just to sit on the couch for 10 hours
On a
watching.
Sunday.
Like Sunday, I get Sunday chilling, like watching movies, whatever. But sometimes like I want to go do stuff on Sunday.
Yeah. Or I want to be in bed watching Netflix.
And like if we do stuff on Sunday, it has to be under the condition that there's a TV at the place with sports on.
So wait, what about making Sunday though like your day? Like
I leave.
Okay.
I do my own thing now if
'Cause-
that's what he wants to do.
I've gone to where I love when Graham's like, there is a game I want to watch on a Saturday night, and I'm like, great, I'm going with the girls. That's what I do. Yeah.
See, I love that idea, but Sundays are just a hard day because it's like usually I'm so busy on the weekends, like with my girlfriends, where Sunday's like the one day where I'm like, yeah, I actually am free to hang out, but it's like they're watching football.
Oh,
like
and you want to like watch movies on the couch?
Yeah.
But it's football?
Because my
Yeah.
Fridays and Saturdays are usually reserved for my girlfriends, and Sundays I never hang out with like anyone, so I'm always free. But when sports are around, it's like I don't want to watch sports.
I wonder what it is. Like, I wonder what it is about a team of a bunch of guys that we don't know playing another team of a bunch of guys that we don't know that these guys are obsessed with.
I think it has to do with being part of like a community.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too.
Like they do fantasy, they have they compete, they
It's like the only way guys can bond.
literally.
It is such a good way for guys to bond. Like I will say this, I understand the culture. I did it Saturday. Going to the bar and watching games all day and like wearing your team shirt. There is nothing more fun than that.
Yes.
I don't understand the sitting at home in front of the TV not being able to do anything else because your team's playing. That's where I'm like, guys.
See, that's where I draw the line. I will go to a bar with you as long as there's like food and alcohol. I'll go to a game. I'll go to a bar with you all day. But I don't want to sit on a couch with you. I doesn't matter how much I love the person I'm dating. Jordan time is more valuable. Me sitting in bed watching TikToks is more valuable than watching football on a couch.
Well, here's my thing. Like, they take over the main TV.
Yes.
And
The
they take over the main television in the middle of the place. If you want to watch football, I think you got to go to the bedroom. But no, they'll do it in the main TV. They'll sit on the couch. And then I'm like, okay, how about this? Let me put on Gossip Girl on a Tuesday night, blare it, and you can't talk to me while I'm watching it. That would never work.
Well, and this is guys the whole time. They like sit up like this.
Like,
They don't get like.
let me check the score of the other game.
It's like at least hold me.
Right.
At least fucking hold me if we're gonna watch football.
Get me a jersey. Like, I want a jersey too. Like, I want to participate.
Yeah.
Send me clips about your favorite player.
Give
Show
me-
me her wife.
Yeah, give me a back massage or something.
No, it's this.
Literally.
Oh my God, did you see that? And it's like,
Bro,
I don't-
don't touch me, don't touch me.
And I'm like, I don't understand what just fucking happened. And then this is my favorite. Let me check the score of the other game. Hold on. No, I can't talk to you right now because I'm checking the
The
score of the other
worst
game.
is when they flip back and forth. I'm like, how do you know which game you're watching when you're watching 15 games in one day? Oh, no. We know.
I
I'm
do
like,
understand. I do officially understand having 4 TVs on the wall.
Yeah.
I'm like, I get it because it's so fucking annoying that you're all like they're flipping back and forth. And I'm like, I have epilepsy.
Literally.
I'm epileptic
That was
now.
literally me a few weekends ago. I was like, fucking
Stop doing that.
I don't understand it.
I'm exhausted.
But like, it is nice. Okay, so I will say.
But it is nice.
No, when you're dating someone who is into sports, so it is kind of nice sometimes because then you're like, oh, at least I know I get my Sundays to myself.
Yes, I
That's the
could
best
go
part.
hang out with the girls and just be free. And
It's just hard in the beginning of any type of like relationship because it does kind of make you feel like they're choosing a sporting event over you. And like sometimes
They are.
they are. It hurts. But like I dated someone when I dated my ex-boyfriend, like, and he would choose sporting events over me. I was like, fuck yeah, I'm gonna have a Jordan date today.
That's me. I'm like, oh, you want the game's important?
Yeah.
Awesome. You should pick like, The Bachelor or some show.
But it's just hard though. Like I said, like once you get over like that beginning. The annoying beginning. I used to love the beginning stage of relationships. Now I feel like they're fucking exhausting. You're like, do they still like me? They're choosing this over me. Like, you're so sensitive. It's like, once you get past that, it's golden. But during that, like, I just want them to be obsessed with me phase, it's like, why are they choosing football over me?
Well, you want to hang out with them. And football picked, when whoever designed the football schedule knew the best times and the down times. Like, there's never really a Friday night game. So they picked all the times when we're, like, cozy, cuddly, and want to wear, like, a sweater, and they put the games on that day, which is terrible for when you're dating.
Yeah.
Because that's the only time. Like, Monday night, what a great slot to wear sweatsuits and
Yeah.
order Chinese food in together. But no, because there's a game on.
Also, like, to come up with the solution for this guy, be a little bit more coherent and plan ahead and pick date nights during the week that don't revolve around football, but plan those ahead. Be like,
Yeah.
okay, babe, like let's do something on Wednesday and Friday this week. but then Sunday's it's a football day. Because then she'll still feel loved and wanted, and then you'll still get your day of football.
Love it.
Like, just,
Oh.
men, plan ahead!
Oh, I forgot the solution. I was like, what is this? What are you solving?
Oh, yeah.
The listener question.
Also, I feel like you get one team that you're diehard for, kind of. That,
Could
like,
not
okay,
agree
like
more.
if the Patriots are playing at 1, okay. But all day, you don't care about like, what's another team? The Bears or like.
But then you have college football on Saturday and professional.
That's not
going
gonna hinder what we do.
I'm even down. I'm down for one college, one professional team.
Yeah.
And I'm down.
Fine.
Per sport, and then I'm also down for one NBA team, but NBA plays so often that I need you to just. NBA is not the one we're sitting down and we're watching.
Yeah.
That's a phone glance on the screen. You can refresh it on the phone.
Yeah.
That's what you can do with the NBA.
Hockey,
we can refresh these things.
Yeah.
But you can pick your football team, I guess, but you get one NFL and one college.
Yes.
But I have a hard time. I saw this tweet, and it was like, so you're telling me a bunch of 19-year-olds that you don't know didn't perform well enough today, and it ruined your entire day? That's what happened? And I was like, oh.
No. Like, when college football plays and, like, their team loses,
like those they're
minors.
down
Bad.
Minors. They're not 21.
They let 18-year-old boys to 20-year-old boys ruin their life.
Their whole entire day, and like they're actually in a bad mood about
Seems
it.
a little
That's actually
sus.
funny.
Like, did you not see? Like, did you not see? And I'm like, bro, no, I never.
They're done for the season. My life's over. It's like, okay.
Yeah, we can move on.
If we don't win the next game, then our standing. And I'm like, I guess.
Like, we've all been that girl where we're like, oh, fuck, if this team doesn't win, our life's fucking screwed today. You're like, please win, so I can have a pleasant evening.
right? It's like,
Yeah, it's bad.
it's a good listener question.
Yeah.
It's a good listener question for this far into the season.
Yeah.
Because every time football leaves, we do miss it. I miss it.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
like, I want the season to come back because it is cozy.
Love the culture.
And then we get 75 to 80% of the way through it, and we're like,
Now we're
we
just
want our
waiting
boys
for the
back.
Super Bowl party.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, I love
I feel
a
like
Super
in the
Bowl
beginning
party.
of the season, it's worse.
When you guys should host a Super Bowl party.
Oh,
selfishly.
that sounds fun. I would do that.
Love. That's a great idea.
Would you?
Yeah, for
All right.
sure.
Done.
Okay.
I'll bring the buffalo chicken dip.
I
No,
will bring
no.
guac. No,
No?
you make that.
Mike has the best,
Done.
show-stopping recipe. Like every time he
Wow.
makes it, everyone's like, "What is this?"
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, fuck yeah.
I'll bring wings. I'm a wing.
Okay.
control.
I'll bring a different dip.
Okay.
See,
What do you-
that's
what do
my
you-
Super Bowl, like the food at the Super Bowl party.
fuck am I
Like
gonna
that's
fry?
crazy.
Order them.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm picking up my wings.
Oh, I'll bring fries.
Yeah, I'm not cooking.
I was saying, I was like, how do I make fries?
Making wings.
No, literally, I go, but how do I bring them?
Jordan buys a deep fryer for the occasion.
No, literally, I was like, how
Chopping
do I,
potatoes.
like, how does one make fries?
She said she wanted fries. They can just order them.
I always forget you can do that.
Oh my god, it's hilarious.
Oh, well,
What a
on that
fun
note,
episode.
Yeah.
Okay, fun.
Quick pause to talk about the one, the only Vagisil, which, guys, I used the anti-itch wipes yesterday
Oh,
because I went boxing and then I came here and I just felt, and I had worn the leggings a couple days, so just kind of felt sweaty.
how often do you wash your leggings? If you worked out in them versus just leisure?
I'll do 2 workouts.
2 workouts.
And I'll probably do 2 leisure days, probably once a week, maybe once every week and a half. What about you guys?
2 workouts, several leisure days.
Oh, well, I'll wear the same leggings like every day of the week to work out, but I won't wear those leggings leisurely ever. They're like,
Oh,
I
they're
work
strictly
out,
sweat.
That's
based
fair.
work. Okay.
and then I put on different ones leisurely.
I do that with socks. I will work out in the same socks
Same all
every
week.
day.
It's hard when you don't have a laundry machine in your apartment.
I
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yes, correct. Okay, so it used to be that fragrance on sensitive skin was a no-no, but Vagisil Sensitive Scents has made a scent a yes, which is great.
Wow.
Designed for women who love scents. They love to smell good, and they want the bottom part to smell good, which who doesn't? These amazing skin-friendly scents are made with hypoallergenic ingredients, which is like the absolute key. Gynecologists, dermatologists, and clinically tested. They're gentle for the delicate vulvar skin and all over. I think that's important. If you can put it on your face, you should be able to put it on the vulva as well.
100%.
Available in Vagisil Sensitive Scents, washes, cleansing wipes, and dry wash sprays, all of which we have used and are absolutely obsessed with. Amazing scents include white jasmine, peach blossom, lavender wildflower, which is my favorite, rosé all day, cucumber magnolia, and coconut hibiscus. Designed for all day freshness, pH balanced and hypoallergenic, no dyes, parabens, or MIT. Indulge your senses and your most sensitive skin. Go to Vagisil.com/meangirl and sign up to save $2 on any Vagisil product. That's Vagisil.com/meangirl and sign up to save $2 on any product.
Love. All right, AB, do you want to do what you do best?
Follow us on Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat. Subscribe to the YouTube channel and leave us a 5-star review.
Oh, and watch this on YouTube.
And God,
I'm sorry.
and watch the last 20 seconds on YouTube.
All right, love you guys.